Sausages?
No, no sausages, Puppers. Coffee.
Oh. I can smell sausages.
Nope, I can't smell a thing. But it's not surprising that you can smell something that I can't. You know, because a dog's sense of smell is 10 to 100,000 times more acute than humans.
What?
Come with me. I've got something to show you.
What are you up to?
Puppers. Right. I'm going to show you just how amazing your nose really is. Right. Just stay exactly where you are. You can watch on the monitor. Okay, Puppers, hold really still.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
So, what makes a dog's nose so amazing? Well, the first thing to notice is the actual shape of the nostrils. Each nostril is essentially made of two parts. Air is inhaled through this big section here and is exhaled through the slit at the side. By having these two separate pathways, a dog is able to breathe in and out at the same time. And by exhaling off to the side means that a dog does not blow away the scent it's trying to analyse, but instead allows for a continuous, uninterrupted intake of that scent. Did you know that a dog can smell separately with each nostril? This is known as sniffing lateralization. Studies have shown that dogs will sniff primarily with their right nostril, and that the right nostril is used to analyse aversive, threatening, or arousing scents. They will switch to sniffing with their left nostril if the scent is familiar or non-aversive. This is thought to be due to the processing pathways in the brain, with the right hemisphere processing novel information and the left hemisphere controlling behavioural responses to familiar smells. Oh, yeah. Have you ever noticed that your dog's nose gets cold and wet when they've been sniffing about? Well, there's nothing to worry about. It's just a layer of mucus that's used to help catch scent particles. Nice. The inside of a dog's nose contains structures called turbinates. These are maze-like thin bones that protrude from the side walls and are covered in a mucus-producing membrane, or epithelium. The moisture caused by this covering of mucus assists in the collection of inhaled debris and odour molecules. Here, in the anterior section of the nose, we find the maxillian turbinates, which are covered by a respiratory type epithelium. The respiratory epithelium can be seen as a sort of filter. It acts to protect and effectively clear the airways of inhaled pathogens and irritants. Whilst we're here in the anterior section, I want to tell you about a special organ that's located below us in the roof of the mouth. Here we find the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ. It is responsible for detecting pheromones. Pheromones are chemical signals used by animals as a form of communication. Dogs use pheromones in many ways, such as to attract mates, to mark territory, or to communicate fear and distress. Now, I wonder if you've ever witnessed this particular behaviour in your dog. They sniff or lick something, then proceed to flick their tongue up and down or chatter their teeth. Well, let me explain why they do this. If you look at the roof of your dog's mouth, you should be able to see a small bump. This little bump is known as the incisive papilla, and it communicates with the vomeronasal organ. The action of flicking their tongue against this bump, which can cause their teeth to chatter, sends scent molecules towards their incisive papilla and on to the vomeronasal organ, enabling better analysis of the smell. Now, essentially, a dog's nose has separate passages for smelling and breathing. Scientists report that about 88% of the air that a dog inhales goes down into the lungs. The remaining 12% travels instead through the upper passageway that leads to the ethmoid turbinates. The maze or scroll-like structure of the ethmoid turbinates not only helps in controlling the flow of air through a dog's nose, but it also increases the surface area that odour particles have to land on. The ethmoid turbinates are lined with an olfactory type epithelium. This thin layer of tissue contains around 300 million olfactory receptors, which just goes to show why a dog's sense of smell is so much better than the average human, who only has around 6 million smell receptors. Interestingly, the longer a dog's nose is, the more turbinates you'll find. So, the longer the nose, the more surface area, the more olfactory receptors, the better the sense of smell. Once the odour receptors recognise odour, a pathway of tiny nerves relay this information to the olfactory bulb. This part of the brain then processes and interprets the smell, which in turn triggers a behavioural response in the dog. The fact that the olfactory bulb is approximately 40 times larger in dogs than in humans is also another reason why a dog's sense of smell is superior. Oh, one last thing to notice is that there are no hairs inside a dog's nose. Well, not that we can see. If we look on a microscopic level, there are tiny hair-like structures called cilia that line a dog's nose. These act as special sensors that detect foreign particles, basically anything that shouldn't be there. And when they detect something, they... No, Puppers! Don't sneeze! So, did you learn anything, Puppers?
I have learned that my nose is pretty amazing. Actually, I have some dog nose facts.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Did you know that dog nose prints are as unique as human fingerprints?
Huh. No, I didn't know that.
And the main thing I've learned today is I smell better than you.
Fair one, Puppers. I'm going to go have a shower.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. And no using my loofah. I don't know about you, but sometimes she really gets up my nose.